How to sing like Etta James. I don't want you to be no slave. I don't want you to work all day. But I want you to be true. And I just want to make love to you. So there's a lot of different things going on there, but you have to start with the basics and then you add the pretty stuff later. Now, Etta James was a fantastic jazz, blues and soul singer. She kind of crossed over at the time, you know, right at the beginning of her career. She would have been called, I guess, a blues and a jazz singer. And as time went on and soul became more prominent, you could, a soulful connection. You can hear it right from the beginning, really. But as soul became more prominent than jazz and blues, well, as prominent as jazz and blues, I should say, you can really notice when you join the dots backwards into her earlier career, it was always there as a kind of soulful sound as well. So I'm going to get right into it. What we want for the type of singing that Etta James does is a kind of forward placement, but it's also quite in the cheeks as well. It's quite a speaky way of singing. And of course, we've also got some growl in there, some rah, we've got some of that. We've got some rasps, some ah, we've got all of that type of stuff. And we've also got fry, that type of stuff. It all fits into this one song, and I'm going to use the song I Just Want to Make Love to You. It's a very, very, very popular song, and it's not as difficult to access as you might first think. Now, the first thing that I want to make sure that you guys understand is that we're not using our throat muscles to make any of the sounds. We don't use our throat muscles to sing. We definitely don't use our throat muscles or the kind of front part of our throat to make any of these distortion noises. So the growl, the rasp, the grit, the fry, the scream, ah! Don't use our throats at all. So it's very important that you guys understand that, because when you come to learn it, I don't want you to hurt your voices. So I'm going to show you how to growl and to add rasp and to add fry without ruining your voices. And I'm going to show you how you can belt without ruining your voice as well. So the first thing is to master this forward placement, this mask singing. And the easiest way to do that is to feel for the nasal sound. Don't be scared of a nasal sound, okay? We're going to create a nasal sound and we're going to feel a nasal resonance. Doesn't mean that you're going to sound nasal. All it means is that you're going to focus that sound and that feeling so that you understand where it is that you need to sing to be able to sing powerfully without hurting your voice. And the easiest way to do that is the sound So we're using an N for naughty. So you can access it like this. And it's not. So it's not a pretty sound. It's a very buzzy sound. It's like a wasp or like a mosquito. And if you have a lower voice, you can start somewhere down here like. Or even if you have a very low voice, you can start here. Now that's very low for me. It's almost at the bottom of my range, not quite. And the main thing is that you want to feel that nasally feeling, and it should buzz and it should sound buzzy as well. And as we go up the scale, we can go So you notice I'm not going, when I get to the break, the part where it feels like you want to flip into that softer sound, I'm not doing that. So I'm not going. I'm making sure that I've got that feeling the whole time. So it might take you some time. And what I mean by that is practicing day after day to get through that area of your break. Your break is where your lower register meets your higher register. We've actually got more than one break. We've got a few, but that's the most prominent one, where it goes from your low voice, your chest voice, into your head voice. So you've got to be careful to keep that sound and not try to make it sound nice or good. So we're not going No, we've got to make it bland so that we actually can feel and focus and understand what's happening with our voice. As soon as you start to try to sing nice or to try to sound good or to try to control your voice, I do have tutorials on vocal control, but what it actually means is relinquishing control because your voice knows what to do. As soon as you stop doing that, as soon as you stop trying to make it sound a certain way and sound good and nice, then your voice can take over and do it in a safe way so that you don't hurt yourself. And of course, you may not like the sound at first when it's done in the correct way that's safe for your voice, but that doesn't mean that it's wrong. It's just that you're not used to that sound because you're used to trying to make the sound in a way that is not really safe for your voice. Most likely, not everyone, but most likely. So once you've mastered that sound, you can then open it up to a vowel because we don't sing songs on we sing songs on open sounds. So the I don't want you, I'm going to come on to the growl later. So what we want is that forward placement so we can go, let's start lower for those with lower voices. So we can go na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. So again, we're thinking about and focusing on the forward placement, the nasal resonance, that nasal feeling. Once you've done that, please don't try to rush ahead, okay? This is a marathon, not a sprint. At the moment, we're doing small weights at the gym because we've just started lifting. We're not going straight to the big weights, okay, with those people with big muscles use. We've got little muscles at the moment. We've just got to start at the beginning. But growling is a different kind of feeling. So the growling for this song, for this type of singing, is a different feeling. And this is more of a Kermit the Frog feeling. So you can get that Kermit the Frog sound by lifting your soft palate, that bit that hangs down with your uvula. That weird kind of sound. Hey, Miss Piggy. All right, I don't sound exactly like Kermit the Frog, but it's that kind of feeling, that kind of sound. Kermit, the bear, Fuzzy Bear, Mr. Fuzzy Bear? Yeah, Fuzzy Bear, Mr. Bean, the Dave Chappelle white man kind of voice, that kind of voice. And it feels very strange and it sounds very strange, but that's what's going to take you towards this safe way of growling that we use in soul, in gospel, in blues. We don't use it so much in jazz, but if you were to, this would be the kind of growl that you would use. Christina Aguilera uses this. Jessie J uses this. Bruno Mars, I believe he does as well. Yes, he does. So you use that sound, okay? And you can start with the so you make a Kermit sound and then a kind of soft N sound. And then you add the growl kind of at the top of your mouth. Make sure you breathe. So you're not using your throat. If the inside of your throat itches or scratches or pulls or feels tight, you're not doing it correctly. Now the note for the song, I don't want you, yeah? Don't try and add vibrato either. Do it as plain as possible. So what you're gonna do is learn the basics that I've taught at the beginning of this lesson, this tutorial, and you're just gonna go, I don't want you, and make it sound a bit weird. I don't want you to be no slave, okay? And you've got to make it weird so that you can feel it. And then later, when you've mastered it, then you can back off and make it not so weird. So I wouldn't sing the song like, I don't want you to be no slave. I don't want you to work all day. I wouldn't do it like that because I've already mastered the techniques. I would go, I don't want you to be no slave. I don't want you to work all day, but I want you to be true, and I just want to make love to you. So there's a lot of different things going on there, but you have to start with the basics and then you add the pretty stuff later. Make sure you breathe. So you're not using your throat. If the inside of your throat itches or scratches or pulls or feels tight, you're not doing it correctly. Now the note for the song, I don't want you, yeah? Don't try and add vibrato either. Do it as plain as possible. So what you're gonna do is learn the basics that I've taught at the beginning of this lesson, this tutorial, and you're just gonna go, I don't want you, and make it sound a bit weird. I don't want you to be no slave, okay? And you've got to make it weird so that you can feel it. And then later, when you've mastered it, then you can back off and make it not so weird. So I wouldn't sing the song like, I don't want you to be no slave. I don't want you to work all day. I wouldn't do it like that because I've already mastered the techniques. I would go, I don't want you to be no slave. I don't want you to work all day, but I want you to be true, and I just want to make love to you. So there's a lot of different things going on there, but you have to start with the basics and then you add the pretty stuff later. So, and then you can open it up. Okay, and you can sing all types of other songs with that growl as well. Whitney Houston uses that growl. Aretha Franklin uses that growl. It's a very soulful, bluesy, jazzy type growl. And you can also use it. You can also use it in rock singing. Okay, to start yourself off. Now the fry and the rasp. The fry is that's done differently, and I do have other tutorials. I'm going to put them up here and in the description or in the pinned comment if I remember. And also the kind of raspy that's completely different as well. So don't try to learn everything at once. Do one thing first. Learn the foundations, then add the pretty stuff later. And also vibrato. I just want to make love to you. Okay, so that's done differently as well, not in your throat. So the best way to learn how to sing songs like this is to first of all get the basics. Make sure you can pitch. Make sure your breathing is good. Make sure your support is good. That comes alongside technique. Get the right techniques. In this case, forward placement. For other types of song, it might be not forward placement, it might be much more back here, but for this song it's forward placement, so you're thinking nasal, nasal, nasal. Then you can add the other fun, sexy stuff. So I hope that's helped you to understand more how you can sing like Etta James, like Aretha Franklin, those gospely, bluesy type, jazzy type songs. And you can also use all of these techniques for rock and pop singing. They started predominantly in those earlier days, but we can use them for rock and pop and also indie as well. So enjoy, look after your voice, drink lots of water, learn the basics, make sure you warm up, please, 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 please. And let me know how you get on in the comments. I'll see you soon. Stay hydrated. Ciao.